everybody? It's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
After the career that he's had in the NFL thus far, you get the sense that he was underrated coming out of college. Not just great intangibles, but the ability to make plays come alive, whether he's exiting the pocket or throwing from within the confines of it.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Got a man open. It's Wims. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's a fumble. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a play fake here on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Julio Jones. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play. But also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now Cousins. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Throwing is Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Pass interference, defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 2nd and goal from the 1. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got it. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off play action. Lawrence. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On first down, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Let's go!
Off the bootleg, Lawrence. And this is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the gun, Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. On second down, it's Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Taylor Gabriel, 76 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now for the point after. Extra point right down the middle, and we are even at 10 apiece. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. This is Bell on the dump off. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off play action. Lawrence. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And he fires one incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. He's going to sling this deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Will Fuller, 47 yards. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Vinatieri now for the point after. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result for the Colts, is a touchdown. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now a second down throw for Cousins. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Off the play fake, Cousins. Throwing one incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Now Cousins got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Cousins. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Trey Burton, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Point after here coming up. The extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go.
From the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
So the Patriots coming out now.
The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On play action, Cousins. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Julio Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Holding. Receiving team.
That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Cousins now looking deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Harris. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance?
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
The give is to Bell, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw on second down, Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Off play action. Lawrence. And he's got his man Hilton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now let's go! Green 30!
Off the play fake. Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Will Fuller, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game. Probably something they need to do more of here, losing in the second quarter.
When you're riding your best horse, you've got to lather him up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I'll even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries.
You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game more now. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's Harris. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's Cousins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. A first down throw for Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. 3rd down here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Cousins got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw again. Cousins. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He finds Humphries. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's going to be caught. 23 yards on the play. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Cousins. Fighting, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Calais Campbell breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. 3rd and goal for Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, and that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top. The Jaguars trying to start the season right, and is looking good so far at home. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Bengals looking to get to 1-0, and they've got the lead in front of their home faithful. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. The Titans playing well in their opener, trying to send their sellout crowd home happy. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in this. Now a hit and a loose football, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Harris. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Throwing, Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
To throw, Cousins. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Adam Humphries, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now let's go.
A give to Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 3-19.
And here's motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Here we go. 3-19.
Off play action. Lawrence. Jones has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 30.
Back to throw. Lawrence. This is White on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And now out come the Patriots. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Harris starts the drive on the ground. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Second down, Cousins. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. Cousins now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They run with Harris, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Cousins to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
Yeah, he's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
They go play action here on first down. And that's complete to Jesse James. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now Bell. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. This is Harris. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They run again with Harris. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. The quick slant good for 8 and a 1st.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and
he loses the football a second time. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Justin Houston in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Play fake. Cousins. And Gabriel's got him. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It's loose. The ball bouncing around. And it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
Holding offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Cousins. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Trey Burton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. Lawrence. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here's Bell. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll go again with Bell. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Le'Veon Bell, 32 yards. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Vinatieri now for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustment.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Hightower in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I might hit them with a screen soon.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
Play action now. Cousins. Finding Gabriel, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
First down. Here's Cousins. Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 23. Again, it's Cousins. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That'll put him at 190 receiving yards now. He's putting on a show. He also has a 1st down.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Cousins again. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Cousins. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Didn't have anything downfield. Swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. And these numbers showing up on the screen, that's why he's their star. They kept him down for a little bit, couldn't keep him down for a full 4 quarters.
But what they were hoping for was a half of a game. And if they could have shut it down at the half, they had done their job. But as you mentioned, a full 4 quarters, and the best, they always feel like they're one run away from changing the momentum or breaking something big. And we're starting to see.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Julio Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. That one goes for 36 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
All right, now here we go.
Cousins on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. He's back to throw. Shakes off the sack. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Trey Burton with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Throwing on first down. Lawrence. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And this one's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 3rd and short. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that in there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing again. Lawrence. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. This will be from 53 for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Colts, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for New England, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.